Hey guys, it's me again. This lesson we're going to be covering the most simplest, I would say, concepts on guitar, just getting used to the fretboard. But this simple concept takes years to develop properly. I mean, here I am. I'm sitting here showing you this stuff, but I truly myself haven't gotten used to the guitar yet. It takes a long time. That being said, last lesson I believe we covered how to hit a note properly. Just one note on any string you choose. Hit it properly, get a clean sound out of it. Today we're going to work on the 4 notes per string chromatic scale. Now this scale is not good for melody, not good for music. So any of you that are wondering that it sounds like crap, it truly does sound like crap. There's no excuse for it, there's no alibi for it or anything like that. It does sound like crap. I know it, you know it, everybody does. But it really helps your picking hand get used to the guitar. It really helps your playing hand, no matter what handed you are, left or right. It really helps your hand get used to the fretboard. That being said, a few basics that we need to remember when we're playing guitar. First, make sure your guitar's in tune. I believe mine is. I might be off a little bit, but that's because my strings are really old. It's not because I didn't tune it. Again, make sure the curved part of the guitar is sitting on the knee, which is closest to your fretting hand. It's always easier. Keep the guitar on a nice little slant, and make sure your pick is between the thumb bone and your index finger bone, so you get maximum control of the pick. That being said, we also established that the thumb, which is peeking out right here, is supposed to be back here in the middle of the fretboard. That way your hands can do crazy stretches. So that was the review. As far as now, we're going to learn the chromatic scale. So how this works is you're going to start on the first note of the guitar, and it's really, really simple. What you're going to do is essentially play every single note. Hopefully you guys can hear me really well. So here it is. You keep your thumb on the back of the fretboard. Make sure you pick every note gently. Make sure every note is clean. Nothing should be distorted. You shouldn't be pressing down on the fret and bending the string. Your fingers should be firmly on the string, but not bending it or moving it from pitch at all. So here what we're going to do. We're going to start on the F note, which is the first note on the guitar, on the the low E string, sorry. So here we go. There you go. That's your F note. Now, the chromatic scale is basically, chromatic means playing every note next after each other. You don't skip them, you don't do anything. Every note must be played. So here's how we're going to start it, which is the E note, the open E string. There's no fingers on any frets. You're just going to play the low E string, and then you're going to go F. Then now that would be the way to go about it properly, but what I do is I eliminate that first note on the E string and I start with the F. That way there's 4 notes per string. And we're going to do up, down, or down, up, whichever suits you better. I suggest down, up would be the smartest way to go about it. Down, up. And what I mean by that is your pick should be hitting the string. When I say down, your hand should be moving down on the pick. Keep in mind you're gently nudging the string, you're not slamming it down, you're not trying to rip someone's head off with it. You're going to go slow, keep your hand at a comfortable position, make sure the pick is at an angle with the string so it just nudges it. And you're going to go slowly down, then you're going to go up, then you're going to go down, then you're going to go up. It's that simple. And then we're going to move on to the next string. The A string, which is this one. See, one string is still standing here. This is the second string. On the A string, you're going to do the same exact thing. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then keep moving strings like that. Then you're going to descend back up for starting from the pinky. And that's it. That's how it sounds like. Now I'll run over that slowly with you again, and then you can start practicing, getting used to the guitar. And keep in mind, if you are a beginner, your hands will hurt a lot. We call that the callus period. Basically, your hands are getting used to hitting metal strings. And when your hand is on the guitar, each string has about 1,200 pounds of pressure on it. That is a lot of pressure that your hands are going through. So it's going to hurt, but that's not something just for you. That happens to everybody, and you just kind of get used to it. And, no pain, no gain kind of thing. That's the policy every guitarist follows. And soon enough, you won't even notice it. You kind of get used to it. So here's what it sounds like. I might have gone too fast for some people there, but I'm just trying to show the exercise. And now here it is slow. Play along with me if you can. If not, start even slower and catch up to that level. I'm going to be playing very slow here. So we're going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that would be our motion, and that's called alternate picking because you're alternating between down and up picking. It's really that simple. So here we go. So what I did there was I changed the speed just a little bit in the middle, just to see if you guys can sort of use that as a challenge too. It's always fun to mess with exercises. Make sure you do them, say, 10-15 times properly, and then mess with it. There's really no way to mess with this one because it's just you're playing every note. But you could try something like stuff like that. Just have fun with it. Make sure you always have fun with your instrument. Otherwise, it is completely pointless to play guitar if you don't have fun with it. This is just bringing your emotions out. And if you're able to bring your emotions out of an instrument, you are better than a lot of guitar players out there who just play mundane exercises. So that's all really for the lesson. I'm going to just show you how the picking works quickly because that's really important. This is the alternate picking technique. There are many other techniques like economy picking and hybrid picking and legato and stuff like that we're not actually going to touch upon today. They're advanced techniques. So what we're going to do is just alternate picking, which is down, up, then you're going to move a string down, up, then move another string down, up, then move down, up, move again, down, up, move again, down, up. Then you're going to hit the 4th fret again with your pinky and go up, down, then up, down, 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 up, down. Do it at any speed you want, but I would really suggest starting slowly, getting every note clear. You don't want any of these sounds. You do not want to do these sounds. You don't want that kind of sound coming out. That's just terrible. but try not to bend the string. Keep it in pitch. And you're going to get faster and faster at it. And once you can play this at, say right now you can play say 20 beats per minute, and when you can play at 150, you're already technically shredding. So that's you know, quite fast. It's not very melodic shredding or good sounding shredding, but it is shredding. And there you go. And I'll be touching upon next week with, after we cover this, what we're going to do is we're actually going to do that on the whole neck. In fact, I'll give you how to do that. Once you come back, when you descend on the notes again, when you do finish this one, when you finish that, you're going to slide your hand up to the 5th fret, which is the A note, and then do it again. But you're just going to do the same exact thing in the position of the 5th fret. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're going to move to the 9th one, and then do the same thing again on 9 and 12. And you know, so on and so forth. Skip 4 frets. Then what you're going to do is repeat the whole exercise again, but this time skip 3 frets. Then what I mean by that is first you do it in the position of 1 and 4, and then you're going to do it in the position of 3 and 6. Then you're going to do it in the position of count 3 frets from 3. So it'll be 4, 5, 6. You're going to start at the 7th fret. Do you see what I mean? And then 7th, you're going to do 1, 1, 2, 3. You're going to start at the 9th fret. And so on and so forth. You just keep going. Then you do 2 frets apart. Then you do 1 fret apart, which is hitting every note on the guitar, which kind of sounds like this. You finish this one. Then you move to the 2nd fret. And by this time your hands will be nice and sore. If you're doing it at a challenging speed for yourself, make sure the word is challenging, not impossible. Do it at a very comfortable pace for you, and then move up 1 step where you're not so comfortable, but still aim to get all the notes clearly. And every time you don't get a note clearly, you start again. That is so important. You start again every time you screw up from 1, and you want to do say 10 or 15. Set goals for yourself and write down every time you finish one, and then do a whole run of what you did. Then add another 5 on top of it without writing down anything, which means no breaks. You're just going to go at full speed, whatever your full speed is, and so on and so forth. And this is a pretty tough exercise even for me or anybody on an above beginner, intermediate, or advanced or expert level, because no matter what speed you can do it on, you can go a bit faster. There's always that 1 beat per minute above, and not just beat per minute clarity, sound. Your fingers have their own tone. Forget the amp that's behind me, but your fingers have their own tone. You should be able to do this without an amp and still make it sound crystal clear. Not as loud, but crystal clear. So if you're sitting in front of the TV and you've got nothing better to do, there's nothing on, and you're watching something like, I don't know, some reality show, Jersey Shore or some shit, then sit down and practice this just, mindlessly. You don't even have to pay attention. Just sit down in front of the TV and keep going. And that's it. You just keep doing it. Your fingers will get so used to it. And next week I'll be touching upon a different picking technique, and we're going to try and make this one a little bit more musical and kind of teach you steps and half steps and those kind of things. So until then, keep practicing. I'll keep practicing too. Keep in mind, I'm not any kind of teacher. I'm just a kid trying to learn how to play guitar and having your help doing it. And that is all for this week. See you guys.